Hello everyone, it's Idyllic here, and welcome back to another devlog. As the title says, in this devlog I will be showcasing the options menu and some other things as well. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. Before I showcase the options menu itself, I'll first briefly explain how you even access it in the first place. So when you first spawn into the world, you should be in this area, aka the spawn menu. Just click on the button that's below the sign that says main menu and you'll obviously be teleported to the main menu, as you can see. And then after that, click on the button that's next to the sign that says options menu and you'll be teleported to the options menu. With that brief explanation of how to get to the options menu out of the way, now it's time to talk about the options menu itself. So first of all, on the far left side of the options menu are different categories of options you can customize within the map. And the sign at the very bottom lets you go back to the main menu. As you can see, the free categories for the map are visuals, gameplay, and audio. Let's go over visuals first, since it's the one with the most options in it. So the first thing you can customize in visuals is the UI style. I don't feel the need to talk about this one that much in this devlog, since I've already talked about UI customization and stuff in the 12th devlog. But yeah, this is how you change to another UI style. You need to right-click these buttons to interact with them, by the way. Now on to the other option, which is the camera static. By default, it's obviously the FNAF Plus camera static, but you can also change it to be the FNAF 1 camera static, or have no static at all. And over here is the option to customize the office door's darkness. If you don't know what that is exactly, basically if the setting is turned on, it'll make it so people who are inside of the office can't see who's outside of the office. However, anyone outside of the office can see them. And obviously you'll be able to see who's at the door if you turn on the light. You can customize this setting by only having the door darkness just be at night, day, both, or completely disabled. Although keep in mind you cannot customize the doors separately. If you have it selected to only be at night, that'll apply to both doors. Now that those free settings are out of the way, now it's time to go over the last three for visuals. To access them, you'll need to right-click this sign at the very bottom, as you can see. And you can right-click the same sign again to go back to the previous settings for visuals. Unlike the previous three I just showcased that had custom buttons, you'll need to right-click the signs themselves to change these settings. With that in mind, let's go over the flashing lights option first. So as you can see, you can enable or disable all of the flashing lights within the map. If you don't like having the west hallway light flashing, for example, you can just turn it off while leaving the rest on. Or you can turn all of them off, or just leave all of them on, which is the default, obviously. You can also customize the office door's flashing lights in this setting too, although you can't customize the doors separately here either. Now I'm going to be covering these last two settings considering how similar they are. As the name of these two settings suggest, they change the item name and lore text color for the camera monitor item. For example, let's say you want the monitor's text color to be gold and the lore text color to be light gray. Well, just open and close the camera monitor and there you go. And just like the text here at the bottom says, this will only affect newly spawned camera monitors and monitors you've opened and closed after making the change to this setting. And also, just like the text says, the camera monitor item will only spawn in this drawer that's in the office. And that's it for visuals. Now it's time to cover the gameplay category. The first option in this category is power drainage speed. Basically, this setting changes how quickly you lose power throughout the night. And just like the sign here says, 1 is the slowest and 7 is the fastest. And the second option for gameplay is shift duration. The name of this one should be self-explanatory, it just changes how long the night shift is. You can have it be 8 minutes, 6 minutes, or even 3 minutes. Now that we've both covered visuals and gameplay, now it's time to cover the last category, audio. This one has one setting you can customize, that being the ambience track that plays during the night shift. You could change the ambience track to be one of the test tracks, one of the FNAF 1 ambience tracks, or even just have the classic FNAF 1 ambience. You can also have no ambience at all. I think it's necessary to elaborate on this option though. Basically, this one will play one of two random FNAF 1 ambience tracks instead of just one, and when the power is out, the power outage ambience will play, which is called ambience 2 if you didn't know. But yeah, that's basically everything you need to know about the options menu. I know it's not super in-depth like the one in FNAF Plus was going to be like, and I never claimed it was, but I still hope it'll be enough for people to play around with. But anyways, now it's time to go over some extra things I've done besides the options menu. First of all, I have made new heart and hunger bar textures for the night and old school UI, and I have also made a new options button texture for the night UI, along with some other things. Last but not least, I have modeled and textured actual props for the bathrooms of the map. I know, crazy, right? I've done the bare minimum unlike the previous FNAF Minecraft maps I've publicly released. Absolutely crazy, I know. And you can also interact with the sinks and open and close the toilet lids as well. So, yeah. Well, that's it for this devlog. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you next time. Peace!